Hello. This channel has always been, and always will be, about inclusion. Inclusion for people that are passionate about this hobby, this great, amazing, wonderful hobby of pipe smoking. Recently, there has been what can only be described as a beef between this channel and another channel. Regardless of what my intent was, this beef ends now. I would like to extend my appreciation for Dr. Alan Harrelson and his candor. In his most recent video. Going back to my first message here, this channel has always been about inclusion. Making sure everyone in this hobby that actually cares about the hobby is welcome. And that includes different mindsets. That includes different beliefs. And that includes everything in between, really. I know that I have many different walks of life that subscribe to this channel. I know that I have many different schools of thought within people that subscribe to this channel. And I want to say, in relation to that, everyone is welcome here. I do not care if you're Christian, Pentecostal, Catholic, Southern Baptist, Protestant, atheist, agnostic, Satanist. Everyone is welcome here. Because really what ties us all together is this. This is the common ground. Pipes and tobacco. Does that mean we're all going to get along all the time? Absolutely not. In fact, there's a good chance we probably won't. And the last week has been an epic example of that. I appreciate the Pipe Cottage and Dr. Harrelson for what that channel puts out. I certainly don't agree with most of it and some of the content that's posted on that channel. And I've made that pretty clear in the last week or so. However, that does not mean that his channel can't have an impact. realistically, what Alan and I are trying to do is get our thoughts out there. He and I may have differing viewpoints, different beliefs, but at the end of the day, what brings us together is this. Because I'll bet you any amount of money, Dr. Harrelson and I could sit down and talk about pipes and tobacco till the cows come home. He likes English blends, and that's weird to me. I hate Latakia. But isn't that really just kind of a metaphor? I don't believe what he believes. But at the end of the day, I'll bet you anything we could sit down to a beer or a glass of whiskey and we could probably talk until the sun comes up about pipes and tobacco. So, Alan, I have this to say to you. I appreciate wholeheartedly what you said in your most recent video. All of it. Not just the beginning. Pipe smoking in a pipeless world. Well done. And honestly, that's why I subscribed to your channel in the first place. I really, really appreciate that kind of content. And it was very well done. Well said and well expressed. I had a different response / intro to this video recorded that was quite a bit different than the one you're watching now. And truth be told, I was waiting to post it. And I'm glad I did. However, there's one thing that I won't change from that response to this one. In that response, my closing statement was this. There's a pipe show in Columbus on August 18th. Meet me there, and I will buy you a drink. And we will share a drink together. And we will converse. And I'll bet you anything, you and I have a lot more in common than you might think. As I said before, I hope your channel continues to grow and continues to be successful. You very clearly have a great following and have a very loyal following. And I am very, very happy for you for that. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and segue into this next part of the video, which is my review of HH Rustica. Quite the tobacco. What I'm smoking right now, Newminster 400. I'm in a Virginia mood right now. You all have a great day and enjoy the rest of the video. Anyway, moving on, HH Rustica. Holy shnikes. I know there's probably at least several handfuls of reviews of this blend. I know Beans did one. I know that... who else did one? I think the Spurgeon Piper did one. His review was pretty good. Anyway, there's a couple handfuls of videos out there on H.H. Rustica. Oh, Mike Rondo did a really good one. His is probably my favorite. Because Mike Rondo and I kind of think similarly, I think, in terms of tobacco, and things of that nature. His review was very comparative to like Old Dark Fired and Bold Kentucky and stuff like that. I didn't actually look on tobacco reviews for this blend. I don't think it's there. So here, I'm going to cut it right here and see if I can find it, and I'll be right back. If I can or I can't. See you in a second. Okay, I'm back. Still smoking this Rustica. If you couldn't tell, I enjoy it quite a bit. Okay, so I did find it on tobacco reviews. I think I remember reading about it on tobacco reviews and just forgot. I remembered to forget. I forgot to remember. Anyhow, McBaron H.H. Rustica. I'm going to go ahead and read you the notes and break it down for you. The Nicotiana, I think I'm saying that right. Rustica is the sister tobacco plant that we know and love, Nicotiana tabacum. Native to the Amazon region and other parts of South America, the plant and various types of use spread throughout the American continent. The English settlers found the Rustica tobacco in North America in 1607 and saw how the native Indians smoked the tobacco in clay pipes. Since the nicotine content of the rustic plant is unusually high, however, it quickly went out of fashion when the Virginia and Burley tobaccos known today were discovered and spread. Today, tobacco on a rustic basis can only be found in Eastern Europe, in the countries of the Middle East, and in Asia. A new process was developed to make this very potent tobacco edible for the German palate. Being part German, I get it. That makes sense. The tobacco leaves are sun-dried and thus retain their natural sugar. Dark Virginia and Burley were also added to balance the flake. Like all flakes of the HH series, where'd it go? The Rustica was also hot pressed, which allows the tobacco flavors to combine optimally and to mature through light fermentation. Despite all these measures, the HH Rustica still has a very high nicotine content. It is by far the strongest tobacco in the McBaron range, and is probably one of the strongest pipe tobaccos worldwide. We recommend that you eat well and use a small pipe before enjoying this flake, but don't be put off. The McBaron HH Rustica is probably the most extraordinary tobacco of recent years and an absolute pleasure experience. I agree. Completely. So, many of you, especially the dark fired fans like myself, and so many other of my new age pipe smokers out there, some of us are kind of in it for the nicotine hit. Not always, but sometimes. That's not something that I will ever mince words about. Sometimes I just want a good, solid hit of nicotine, especially when people piss me off. My job sometimes makes that happen. Anyway, fans of Old Dark Fired and Bold Kentucky would love this. I would compare it more kind of between those two in terms of flavor and tin note. But as far as strength, it is most definitely stronger, for sure. I have a fairly high, as I've mentioned before, I have a fairly high tolerance to nicotine, and usually I have this first thing in the morning. Today, apparently I needed my sleep, and the wife came and woke me up later than I normally would wake up. So, yeah. I ended up having breakfast, and we got some bills paid and stuff like that, and then I came out to record this video. So, moving on, it is by Mac Baren, of course, blended by Per Jansen. It is a Virginia Burley, no flavoring. It's a flake cut, 50-gram tin. It says it's currently available on tobaccopipes.com. I don't think it is. And that is a shame. However, this tobacco is not for everybody. If your typical rotation includes lighter blends such as Peter Stockeby, like Luxury Navy Flake, or lighter Virginias, things of that nature that don't have super high nicotine content, I would not recommend this. I would start out with an Old Dark Fired, or maybe some Haunted Bookshop mixed with a lighter blend, just to kind of ease yourself in. It is no joke. So the strength, very, very strong. That is per Tobacco Reviews. Again, I can't really tell, but I would assume so. No flavoring. The taste is very, very full, and the room note is strong. Yes, I would agree with that as well. Lots of 4-star reviews, but only 40 reviews on this. So a little bit over half of the reviews are 4-star, and then 3 and 2-star. No 1-star reviews on this one, which doesn't surprise me a heck of a lot. So put that back, and so Sonny's opinion on this one. Getting a lot of Old Dark Fired flavor in there. Like this nice mellow sweetness. But then there's this, and when I say sweetness, it's very subdued. This is a very bold flavored tobacco. Yeah, getting some gurgle, hold on. It's very bold. It's got a very, very nice beef jerky kind of smell, deer jerky kind of smell. As I said, the room note is, I would assume the room note's pretty in your face. Not sure how well you can see that. Got my, look at that. I guess Zippo decided that it was too difficult to make the flame adjustable. So, beef jerky flavor. Beef jerky smell. Barbecue smell. Texas style barbecue. Mesquite. Retrohale is always a good way to wake up. It's fantastic. It has this awesome kind of meaty, like not grilled meat, but maybe like a pot roast. Like if you sear a pot roast, and then kind of has that kind of flavor to. It's very hard to pinpoint. It believe it or not, it's actually a really, it's kind of a complex myriad of flavors. And it's almost like you can taste the nicotine. That's how strong it is. It's crazy. I love it. Honestly, if you can find this, and that's a big if you can find this, grab at least 110, if not more. It's probably, it might not be as hard to find as I might think, because this one isn't for everyone. Number one, if you're not a dark fired kind of person, this isn't going to be for you. I could almost guarantee it. I could be wrong. Number two, if you don't have a high tolerance for nicotine, this one is going to put you down. I've heard stories of guys that they'll get a quarter of the way through the bowl and they have to put it down. They can't go any further. And that doesn't surprise me. This blend is no joke. That said, if I were to rate this, which I'm going to right now, I would give this a solid 9 out of 10. Solid 9 out of 10. I want to do a couple shout outs this video. And first and foremost, I want to show off this pipe again. I got this pipe from Gray Woody, Nathan Davis, out of, I believe he's upstate. I'm pretty sure he's in upstate New York. He owns and runs his own company called Gray Woody, and sells restored, factory restored, I believe, K Woody pipes. And man, like, just the rustication on this thing is just gorgeous. I mean, unbelievable. I love Nathan, and I'll go to my grave loving him. Love you, bro. Shout out number 1 done. Boom. Second shout out. Not going to say why, but I want to say a special shout out to the New Age Pipe Smokers group on Facebook, specifically the admins, and I'm going to try and get everybody right here. Mike Howell, Mike McCurtain, Chris Miracle, Daniel Seaman. I feel like I'm missing somebody. If I'm missing somebody, let me know in the comments. I apologize. Thank you guys for everything that you do for the pipe community. Thank you for everything that you stand for. and for being so very inclusive of everyone and to everyone in this hobby. I firmly believe that we would not be able to continue the way that we do without new blood coming into the pipe smoking hobby. It's so important. So important. So with that, once again, I want to thank all my new subscribers, all my new supporters here on the channel. Did not expect to have you here. However, you are here. So thank you for that. Thank you for being supportive of this channel, just like the New Age Pipe Smokers. And thank you for having this channel's back. It means the world. It really does. So with that, I'll let you all go and enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this bowl and the rest of my weekend. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. But if you do, don't get caught. I'll see you next time, and thanks an awful lot for watching. One more thing I wanted to add, and this is a good thing, this is positive stuff. My amazing wife got me one of the coolest pipes I think I've ever seen in my life. This was a Christmas present, but given where it was coming from, it didn't get here until like a week and a half ago. My Tolkien fans will greatly appreciate this. Check this thing out. Look at that. Isn't that freaking cool? I don't know what it's made of. It's not. I know it's not briar. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of scared to smoke it. So I don't know if you can tell me what that looks like to you. I mean, it kind of looks like. I don't know. If you got any ideas, let me know. But man, look how pretty that is. Look at that. That's freaking cool. So yeah, take it easy, everybody. See you later.